And clouds of locusts invade their country. Oh, hi. You're back. Okay. Hey, gypsies. So, it's midnight divinations. It's your girl, Madam Mystique. We're doing it a little bit different tonight. I wanted to start with focusing on a certain card tonight. But first, one second. Can I just tell you guys that the Halloween line at Cracker Barrel is out, and oh my god, I got this adorable fairy godmother possum salt shaker. I will probably not use her as a salt shaker. She will be a very valued knickknack. But she's adorable. Yes. So yeah, y'all go to Cracker Barrel. Go now. Turn this off. Go to Cracker Barrel. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do things a little bit different tonight. We're going to focus on a card that has popped up twice for me this week. And I pulled a couple different cards of the same card from a couple different of my different decks that I have. And I just felt like I needed to give a little vignette to this card. It's really helped me through this week. So I don't know the name of this deck, but it was given to me, and it's a beautiful, backed deck. But the main card that we're focusing on is the Hierophant, Major Arcana. This is what she or he or, them, what they look like. And in that one, and then in this one, which it's more, I would say that this is my Marigold Tarot deck. I would say it's more universal in inclusion and stuff like that. And this is a deck that I don't use to read for people. It's a collector's deck, but I just felt like I needed to give it a little bit of love because I don't really get to use it very often. But this one is the Hierophant for the Critical Role Tarot deck. I don't remember does it have the 10-year anniversary tarot deck? Yes. If you're a fan of Critical Role, you're welcome here in my little caravan, so to speak. But yeah, the Hierophant is just such a fascinating card, and for the longest time took me forever to warm up to. I used to see this card and just think, oh god. It does have, at the beginning I was like, oh, this is like church masculinity, but it's before I knew the card, right? But toxic masculinity, churchy, authoritarian vibes, and that sort of thing. It is authoritative, okay? This card does command authority, but on a different level, unlike the Emperor, so to speak. But they are twins. This is just kind of the spiritual twin. So it commands authority on the spiritual level, the spiritual realm. This is the person that has the connection to spirit. Unlike the High Priestess, which, yes, connected to spirit, but in a different way. But the Hierophant is the connection, understands the conscious and the subconscious at the exact same time, knowing themselves. Now, there is there's a good and a bad side. So yes, they do know themselves, right? But there is this ideology behind the Hierophant that they want to belong. They want to, just like in any culture, you want to fit in, or any community, you want to fit in, and you play a role to that community, right? Does that mean that you know yourself? If you stick to the traditional value and the power plays within that community. Not always. You can be stuck in a community or surrounded in a community of people, and you've gotten so used to playing this role, right? Like you're an expert at this character in that group of that theater group, you know, in that group of musketeers, so to speak. But can we break the mold? You know, does this card pop up to you and say, oh, I need to belong, or do I need to break the mold in order to find the answers and unravel the truth? My truth. It doesn't always have to be someone else's truth, you know? It could be your own truth. Although there is also unraveling the truth of others, unraveling the truth of the community you find yourself stuck in. I think that says more about this card than anything. If you know anything about Critical Role, he was constantly this character. It was Sam's character. Sam Riegel's character. Can't remember his name. But in that campaign, he was constantly evaluating everybody around him, evaluating their emotions, their plans, the human, or humanistic, depending on the character, the humanistic value of their decisions, the moral code, right? Is the moral code always that moral compass that other people within the community follow, the leader, so to speak, the face, is that always your truth? Or do you need to find your own truth? For me, I think I'm still unraveling that. And I'm also still unraveling what community I am fitting into. There's a transition period for me right now. But yeah, I think you can belong to multiple communities too. And what part do you play? Do you play the same part in every community? Do you take up a different role? What is your truth? In you see here, he's got 2 fingers up to the sky, right? 2 fingers. And then he has hands on the cross. In some other ones, it's pointed towards the chest, or pointed towards the person. But it's the connection between the human world and the spirit world. Let's see what else. There's the 2 keys that are usually represented, which is like the key to the truth. You have the keys to that truth. It's all about unlocking it. What else? People respect you. They respect this character, and the point of view that they have, the opinion that they have. They have a respected voice within the community. People followers here, for spiritual guidance and that sort of thing. What else is there? A window into the unknown. They have access to the window. Yeah, it's such a powerful card. Oh, in this one, the moon, right? The moon. It's all about symbols, okay? That's what the tarot card is. It's all about, sorry. My allergies have been insane living in the South. It's insane. It's all about symbols and understanding the symbols, right? So the moon here, okay? The moon card, for instance, is all about the grand design, the path forward, right? They have connection to seeing firsthand, up and front center, what is, once they understand the truth, what is the grand design? They can prophesize it. They can see it. They see it coming. This one is, they have a, in this one, it's the flip of the coin, right? Flip of the coin. They have that connection to spirit. This character was a cleric in the campaign. Oh, it's just, and then the wheel, right? The wheel forward. Like the will to move forward in that truth. It's just, it's a beautiful card, and I felt like giving it a little bit of a vignette. And tell me, what do you think about the Hierophant? Does it rub you? Does it itch you? Ask yourself why. Why does it rub you the wrong way? Because now, knowing now why that card used to rub me the wrong way, I didn't know myself. I didn't know my truth for a very, very long time. And even though I am in a transition period, I know my truth, and I know I have to be honest in all things. I have to be aligned in all things for things to present themselves in the right way. If I do not feel aligned to my truth, it is not right for me. That's within my community, and some people consider me the rebel rouser for that, and I shake things up and they don't like it, but I can only be me. I can only be my amount of muchness. I like that, my amount of muchness. And you either have to accept it or you don't have to accept it. That sort of thing. But yeah, it popped up twice for me, both on 2 very difficult days. And it was upright, and usually that means you're stuck trying to belong, right? Well, it encouraged me to push that boundary. Push that boundary. We're not here to belong. We're here to shake up the doctrine. We're here to shake up the world. So I encourage you to move forth in that power. If the Hierophant pops up for you in a reading, push the boundary. Yeah. Sorry I got so passionate. So yeah, and now we can move on to Midnight Divinations. Let's use the Critical Role deck, because we haven't used that one in a very long time. Remember your divination oil. Just a dab. You don't want to overdo it, okay? Just a dab. Oh, I love the smell of this stuff. I really need to remember what it was I put in this. I feel like it was like frankincense maybe, and something else. Oh, what am I reading? The Wisdom of the Celts. Really, really good one. Really good book. Alright, so would y'all like that? Would y'all like book reviews? Let me know. Let me know how y'all would. It was something I set out for this channel, but life. Let's shake up that energy. 3 shuffles, okay? Again, in case you didn't know, I read intuitively. I'm a local tarot reader on the Gulf Coast in Mississippi. And my business name is Madam Mystique Liza, same as my YouTube channel. Or you can also find me at events under Madam Mystique Fortunes, Madam Mystique's Fortunes. Spin the wheel. You gotta spin that wheel. All right. How can we set you guys up? How can collectively we all be set up for a better tomorrow, okay? That's what we need to know from Spirit. Oh, okay. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. Ooh, what a frustrating card this is. Oh, here's the artwork, by the way. Of course, it is Grog with the deck of many things. And a fireball in the background. So, for me, the Wheel of Fortune is definitely a testimony to, are we willing to let fate play itself out? Are we willing to accept things as they are and see where it goes? That's the main question. So we're gonna need a little bit more guidance for this one. So I'm looking at the shadow card. We have here the 4 of Coins. Okay, so an aspect of this deck, which is why I don't read for other people with this deck, it has a misprint. So it has here it looks like the 4 of Cups, but really it is the 4 of Coins. And you know, that's what makes it a collector's item. But anyways, so we have here the 4 of Coins. And this is, I think what this is saying is fate is playing a boon. You don't have to be in full control of yourself or anybody else. You can let go of control right now. The 4 of Coins, the picture, so to speak, usually is a young man who is in deep thought about the choices he is making financially, on the material realm, that sort of thing. And it makes sense that this pops up materially, right? It doesn't have to be financial, but it can be. But it could be just in the mundane, so to speak, as well. And it could be about relationships, it could be about career, but you can let go of that control over that. That is out of your control. You can let go of it and let it play itself out. Take a breath, okay? This is something my life coach tells me. Take a breath. Take a breath. Don't mull it over so much, okay? Life sends you into so many different directions. It's almost exciting that you get that free will to let go. Let fate play its toll, okay? And if this is about career, yes, you've put out your fillers. You've put out your applications for the opportunity, okay? That's what I'm getting, is opportunities, all right? Let fate play out. All right. Let fate decide, or let the world decide, do they want you? Okay? You don't have to be in full control of it. That's not your job. You did your job by putting in the application. Patience is another number one factor in all of this. And I know that's hard to hear, but patience. I want to pull one more card. I'm being led to. Ooh, the Sun in reverse. Okay. I think now, during this time of collectively waiting, we need to dig into joy. We need to dig into, okay, yes, it's there, right? It's there. Nothing is horribly wrong, but you're not appreciating it. You're not going out and touching the grass and stepping foot in the world. Okay? Go step foot in the world. Make your mark. Maybe all those applications that you put in isn't where you're going to find yourself. Maybe stepping out and touching grass, stepping into the world, letting yourself be seen is where you will find yourself, where you will find yourself to be the most profitable. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I am a little bit passionate tonight. Yeah. This was a wonderful episode of Midnight Divinations with Eliza. I don't think I'm going to cut this for the video for YouTube. I feel pretty happy with this one. I might chop it up a bit for the shorts. But yeah. Again, this is my new, I don't have to control everything. It doesn't have to be perfect. Letting fate play out. What comes out? This is my voice. The Hierophant. This is my truth. This is my voice. Yeah. What a lovely revelation. So go in tomorrow not knowing exactly what's going to happen, but just be joyful. Live in that joy. Let go of control. You don't have to be stuck mulling over every step you take in the material realm. Because to be honest, we're here for a short time, and this is going to be the path that we walk regardless. Have fun with it. Get lost in it. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful revelation. It was very good. It was very good indeed. All right. Have a good night, gypsies. I'm going to go do some journaling and get some rest. So, bye.